In this video, we're going to be talking about relations and functions, section 2.1 in our textbook. 4 different ways to look at a relation. We have an ordered pair where you have your x values, you have your y values. The x value is always the input, the y value is always the output, and the way I always think about it is alphabetical order. X first, before y, input, the I is before the O in output. And that's pretty standard throughout what we're going to be covering in math. The next way is mapping. So again, we have our x values or our input, and it directly relates to our y values, our output, and you can see how the arrows connect each x value to its corresponding y, or each input to its output. The third way is a table of values. The table of values, again, it's on, some people call it a T-chart. We have our x values or our input with our y values, our output. The third way is a graph, and you see that over to the left. And in this case, we don't have ordered pairs identified by numbers, but you can see them on the graph here. There's 4 different things we're going to look at within this section. The first one is a relation. So a relation is a set of pairs of input and output values, and that's how you see all these 4 at the top. Your domain is a list of all the x values or all the inputs. The range is a list of all the y values or all the outputs. So your domain is just simply your x values, your range is simply your y values. The last thing you want to look at would be the vertical line test. And so a vertical line test tests whether a relation is a function. So in order for us to use the vertical line test, we need a graph. So if I take the graph we have over here and connect our dots, so I'm just connecting the ordered pair so you can see now that black line up there. What I do with the vertical line test is I take a vertical line, so I'll use a pencil, a ruler, whatever I have, and I just run it across. If anywhere on that graph my vertical line hits 2 points at one time, then the relation is not a function. As long as the vertical line test is satisfied, meaning that it does not hit 2 points at any one time, then the relation is a function. So in this case, I'm good all the way over until I get to that vertical line at the end, and you can see how it lines up with my marker there. That means that there's multiple points along that line that hit the vertical line at the same time, so that relation is not a function.